What's up, YouTube? Dude, that's Derpy here. So, this is me playing Infernities against Fire Fist. This is that duel video that I promised you. As you can see, I opened up a pretty good hand. I had to cut this video, make it a little bit faster because it was like an hour-long match, and no, none of you want to watch an hour-long match. I'm sure of it. So, I had to cut this down to 10 minutes, but. Nonetheless, you will see how good his deck is, and my deck build at the time actually was not that good either, not gonna lie. I have since changed quite a bit about the deck. Seems like it's playing a little bit more consistently. But he called his build Dragon Turbo, I do believe, and he uses Dragon's effect pretty consistently, just to maintain and gain card advantage. When he got that Exceed out, that hurt me quite a bit, and I was deadly afraid of drawing a monster, and it figures that I draw into Archfiend. I only run 12 monsters and drew into Archfiend. Should have gotten Launcher, but I didn't because I'm a dodo. But as you can see, I was still able to pull off some plays, but had I had Launcher instead, it would have been a lot better. I played like crap. Can't hide that. I really did not play very well. But I went ahead and got out Doom Dragon to make my barriers live. At that point, barrier was not live, so that's why I did not attack. I was afraid maybe he had Mirror Force, and at that point that would really have kind of wrecked me. That trap stun forcing out a barrier really hurt me. And I really kind of needed to keep Lavalval Chain on the field, and dang it, he had to have that 1 out of 40 card compulsory evacuation device, which just absolutely kills Infernities. It's like, oh, you need to have a monster on the field, or no cards in your hand in order to activate your breaks and barriers? Yeah. Oh, well, let's just bounce that back to your hand. FML. I have since taken out Transmodify because right now I'm only running 2 Necromancer, so 2 targets it's too low. Transmodify can be good, but there are better cards to put in there in place of it. To some degree, regretting paying $41 for one spell card that I'm not even using now. But hey, I digress. Figures, I get bottomless, afterwards. Like, where's that deep prison? So I sided in Trap Stuns, Stygian Dirge, I believe Prohibition. Obviously the Stygian Dirge he can't overlay for like hardly any of his Exceed monsters that he needs to go into. So yeah, look at this opening hand. My goodness, 3 Archfiend. Like, I just shouldn't win with that hand, but I feel like I outplayed him game 2, and then I draw another monster. Like, you gotta be strong than me. Like, that's redonkulous. Detach, I'm like waiting for him to go Fiendish Chain and me to just be really sad. But I wasn't sure of Dragon's effect. I didn't know if he got Book of Mood, would he still get his effect or not, because I didn't know if it was like a trigger effect or if it was something else, but I believe it was a trigger effect, so yeah, he still gets it. And, had I not drawn into that MST, like, Prohibition would have been really dead. Look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 monsters. Opening hand had 3 and I draw into 2 out of 12. Gotta be crapping me. And he has Trap Stun right when he needs it. Ugh, sucks. But at least I was able to go ahead and start killing stuff. I went Diamond Direwolf just so, hopefully he wouldn't be able to stop the Archfiend play. Go launcher. I was like so afraid he might have had MST. I'm thinking, man, I'm screwed if he has MST, but thankfully he did not. If only I could get deprisoned in my hand with with Infernity Archfiend. How broke would that be? I'm finding myself misplaying in certain situations because I go ahead and overlay, and I'm gonna go overlay for Lavalval Chain, which is absolutely crucial to my play, and then I realize, uh-oh, I've already used both of my chains. I don't run 3, I only run 2. So he gets out Synchros, I believe. I believe he goes for Crimson Blader. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Although, that's the one thing I like about Infernities is compulse both games. Mother. But even if they go Crimson Blader on him, like if for some reason if they got Ophion on the field or they use Crimson Blader, it has multiple outs to things. Like if you can't synchro that turn for anything 5 or higher, then you can just succeed for a rank 4. So in that sense, it does have some good outs. I misplayed there. I don't know why in the world I did not activate Barrier, unless I had already. No, Barrier had been set for a turn. I'm just an idiot. I mean, that's really what's going on there. But I could have barriered his bottomless and still had plays. Really freaking sucks that I didn't do that. Still won though, I do believe. Go off on him. Okay, yeah, he admitted defeat. He kind of knew where that whole combo was going. I don't think I changed anything on my side there. So first turn Prohibition calls Archfiend. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, this guy's either the best duelist in the world, or he just top decks like a freaking mofo. Trap stun, 2 trap stun exactly when he needs it. Prohibition, both games. Ouch. Yeah. I've actually found that when you play Prohibition in the mirror match, if you can like set up your board and then just play Prohibition and call Archfiend, what are they gonna do? I mean, all of your plays revolve around Archfiend. I mean, they could maybe, you know, go Summon a Monk and go for a rank 4 or something like that, maybe a Diamond Direwolf, but if you've already got a barrier set and an Archfiend, you just negate the Diamond Direwolf. They've got nothing left to do. So I'm looking at my hand and I'm liking it this turn. It's pretty nice. And loving the fact that other than hand traps, I don't really have to worry, like, I don't have to worry about back row. So thankful I don't have to worry about back row. I would rather play against a deck that runs a gazillion hand traps than runs, like, and it doesn't run any back row. Because at least hand traps I can play through. You know, back row, they go bottomless, and, like, that just shuts down my play. Oh my goodness. Sets 3 more back row. I feel like he kind of misplayed a little bit by clogging up his field, because of what are you going to do? Everything he needs to play, he can't play it then. Ugh. Monster Gate. Didn't help that I had kind of a cloggy field too. So yeah, this is another thing I've changed about my build. There's a lot less continuous spells and traps to, you know, clog up my field. And it figures I draw into monsters when I don't need them and can't draw spells and traps, and then I draw into traps when I don't need them, can't draw into a monster. Like, really highly annoying. But if you enjoyed this duel match, please rate, comment, share, and subscribe. Tell me what you think about it. I want to hear it. he wins.